Okay, dann googeln wir jetzt mal.
All right, Michael. We're going to go.
Of course. Godspeed to the both of you. And though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
Nee,
Thy rod and
ich
thy
mach das nicht hier
staff, they
drin.
comfort me. You prepare.
Ich möchte nicht die ganze Zeit von ihm zugelabert werden, während ich hier google. So, Peter Fielding.
So Peter Fielding owned a gym in Murray Hill. Worth a visit, I suppose.
Ja. Okay. Und Heather Goffstein. War das so? Ja doch, war aber richtig. Oder habe ich mich da irgendwo noch verschrieben? Peter Goffstein. Nix. Okay. Auf zum Attenpeter. Oder Madeleine nochmal fragen?
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
Michael said that a man named Benjiro ran the Grace Group meetings.
My host has said as much to me, yes. Sadly, he does not remember much about him.
Could you tell me about Jeffrey?
I'm afraid not.
Do you know anything about Peter Fielding? He was in the Grace Group with Michael.
I have never met him. He passed away before I became bonded with my host.
Michael believes his soul was already taken.
He might be right, but he may not be. If his spirit still exists, you are the ones to find it.
Do you know anything about Heather Goffstein? She was in the Grace Group with Michael.
I know of her, but I have never met her. She passed away before my host and I became bonded. I never encountered her spirit.
Michael believes her soul was already taken.
It is certainly possible, but I refuse to lose hope until I see the evidence.
Welche Beweise hinterlassen denn die zerrissenen Geister? Macht doch keinen Sinn.
Well, I suppose we'll talk to you soon.
Of course.
Oh, da rennt jemand. Und zwar 24 Stunden lang.
It says members only. It seems to open with a key card. It's a key card reader. Looks like it unlocks the door.
Ja, dann geht erst mit Joey rein.
Looks like that picture frame fell off the wall. A calendar with a marker pen attached. Looks like some kind of headshot photo. Probably someone famous who uses the gym. Let's see here.
Was ist das? Tanya Casey?
Tanya Corsi.
Corsi.
Hey, wait a second. Is that... Yeah, that's the spook from George's roof.
Okay, haben wir schon mal einen weiteren Hinweis. No barriers. Wie gehst du dann hier auf die Tretmühlen? Ein Rolli?
That looks like a torture device to me. Run, run, run like a hamster on a wheel. The men's locker room. Glad I can't smell anymore. Probably nobody in there with my luck. Nobody here.
Hey, does it look right?
Oh,
Seriously, does it look right?
Does what look right?
The light bulb. I could swear it was blinking.
It looks fine to me.
Huh. Gotta do everything myself around here.
Just a forgotten towel. It's empty. Looks to be in his 50s. It's hard to say. He's got the hair of an older man, but the body that most guys in their 20s would envy. He obviously worked out religiously, for all the good it did him. Hey, friend, can we talk for a second?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with that light?
I'm no expert, but it looks fine to me.
Well, what can I do for you?
Hey, is your name Peter Fielding by any chance?
That's me. Why?
No reason. You own this joint, right?
Yes, I do. My dad built it. You could say it's a family business. Been running it around 20 years? Seems like yesterday.
So what's the story with the lights?
I don't know. It's driving me crazy. There's something wrong with them. I can tell.
Well, like I said, they look totally fine to me.
I'll just have to keep checking.
Wäre natürlich witzig, wenn wir als Bestauer dann das, was die Geister zerreißt, erst zu den Geistern hinführt, ne?
Nice place you got here.
Thanks. You looking to join?
No, I really don't think exercise is gonna do me much good.
It's amazing how many people think that. You're young. Your metabolism is still going strong. But time catches up with you before you know it.
You're preaching to the choir, Peter, but I'm still not interested.
Well, we're here if you need us.
So, how are you feeling?
Fine. Why?
You don't feel strange at all?
What do you mean?
Well, just hypothetically speaking, you don't feel like you're gonna explode?
What, like indigestion?
Not quite.
I am on a strict diet of wheatgrass shakes and fiber. Indigestion is the last thing I have to worry about.
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
Und wer macht das jetzt?
So, you run this place with...
Sort of.
Do you know Heather Goffstein?
You know Heather?
Kinda.
Wow, Heather. Haven't heard that name in a long time.
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy who's gonna kick your butt into shape.
Well, we'll see. Did you know Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff too?
Not really, I just heard of him.
Good guy. Took care of my neighbor's dog when she was on vacation.
Das kann natürlich auch sein, ne? Dass sie dann die anderen Geister irgendwie deren Energie absorbiert. Wer weiß.
Did you know Jeffrey Dutta?
You know Jeff too?
Not really, I just...
Good guy. Took care of my neighbor's dog when she was on vacation.
Do you know anything about Benjiro? Ran the Grace Group meetings.
Sure.
Well?
Funny. I can't think of anything to say exactly. It's been 20 years.
Sure, people forget things.
That's it exactly. I just didn't think it would happen to me so soon.
So tell me about yourself, Peter.
I'm the guy.
Can you tell me anything about Heather?
It's been a while, and I didn't speak.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
No, sorry, I haven't been to the village in years.
Hey, I think I met a friend of yours, Father Michael Cooper.
You know everyone, don't you?
I get around.
Michael. Haven't heard that name in a while. How is he?
He's seen better days.
I'm sorry to hear that. He'll pull through. He always has.
Oder explodiert.
I hear Tanya Corsi went to this gym.
She's been coming here for years. That body you see on TV, I take full credit for that.
Well, we all gotta be proud of something. Can you tell me anything else about Tanya?
No, sorry.
Ever hear of the Grace Group? I understand you went to a few meetings.
You know about that?
Sure.
Wow. Well, yeah. I went to some meetings. It was all I needed.
Why's that?
Well, I wasn't the most focused of people back then. It's a long story, but in the end, I went to work with my dad running this place. It's been my life ever since.
Und dein Tod. Tja, mehr kann ich nicht mit ihm reden.
I'll see you around.
You got it. I'll be here. I just gotta see what's wrong with this damn light.
Ja, ich kann das Licht nicht mal anklicken. So, dann mal gucken, was wir da für eine Ausrede bekommen, warum man nicht in die Frauenumkleide gehen möchte. Ne? Oh.
Hey, anyone in here? anyone? Please? Well, that was disappointing.
Immerhin haben sie es witzig gelöst.
So I found Peter.
Peter? Peter Fielding?
Yeah, he's safe and sound. Spiritually speaking, anyway.
Huh. Michael was sure that Peter's ghost was taken.
Just between you and me, Michael doesn't look to be sure about very much.
Okay. So, dann gehen wir jetzt zur Polizei.
So, have you heard of this Tanya Corsi person?
Tanya Corsi? Was she in the gym?
No, it's the name of our roof spook. Is she famous or something?
You could say that. She has a TV show.
I think you mean she had a TV show. Let's get going.
Ja, aber ich brauche ja noch Access für das Gym.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
I'm trying to find someone named Benjiro. He ran some kind of self-help circle called the Grace Group.
Let's see.
Wahrscheinlich
No,
muss ich nicht.
nothing on file. Sorry.
Aber es ist auf jeden Fall besser reinzugehen, als da draußen irgendwie dann im Schnee zu stehen.
Do you have a record of a Jeffrey Dutta? He was killed in a hit and run.
Let's see. Yep, hit and run, like you said. Technically, the case is open, but nobody has any hopes that it will be solved.
Can you tell me anything about the death of a Mr. Peter Fielding?
Okay, let's see. Yep, here he is. Peter Fielding, age 54, owned a fitness center in Murray Hill called Field's Gym. He fell off a ladder while fixing a light bulb in the locker room, hit his head on the bench, and bled to death. Nobody found him for several hours. An ambulance was called and pronounced him dead at the scene.
Nothing more than that?
That's pretty open and shut. Accidental death.
Was für ein Zufall. Genauso ein Unfall wie anderen auch, ne?
Do you have any record of a Heather Goffstein?
Let me check. Nope, nothing on Heather Goffstein. Sorry.
Do you know anything about Tanya Corsi's death?
Tanya Corsi? What are you doing getting involved with her?
It's...
Complicated. Yeah, I get it. Durkin warned me it might get weird. Anyway, there's not much to tell. She slipped in her shower and hit her head on the tub. She fell unconscious and she drowned. The coroner did an autopsy on her and found traces of whiskey and Valium in her system. Not a good combination.
She killed herself?
If you believe the tabloids, then yeah. But the coroner says no. There wasn't much in her system to actually kill her, but it was enough to make her a bit clumsy.
So it was just an accident.
So it would seem.
Just happy little accidents. Bisschen Final Destination, ne?
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Ich meine, jeden Tag passieren Unfälle. Viele Unfälle. Gerade in einer großen Stadt wie New York, ne? Da kann schon mal sein, dass sowas passiert. Finde ich nett, dass ich direkt hier in das Apartment rein kann und nicht erst dann da wieder durch die Lobby und so weiter und so fort. Ja. Hab ich gar nicht drauf geachtet. Kann ich Rosa auch callen, wenn ich hier drin bin? Nee, kann ich nicht.
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
Ach, und die Notiz, da stand ja drauf, irgendwie, ich weiß über Heather Bescheid. Dann haben wir das jetzt auch schon geklärt. Fast.
You're Tanya Corsi, aren't you?
I knew you'd get it. That's me, Tanya Corsi, host of the Good Morning Show on Channel 11. Now all the mystery is gone.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, I don't know anything about any note. Please stop asking about it.
Ja, dann gehen wir hier auch mal durch.
Do you know anything about a self-help organization called the Grace Group?
Grace Group? No, I haven't. Sorry.
So, Tanya, tell me about yourself.
You want to get to know the real Tanya Corsi. The Tanya that you don't read about in the tabloids and magazines?
If you let me.
I barely know you, Mr. Malone. Although if you swing by more often, you might learn a thing or two.
Come on, tell me something about yourself. Must be nice for someone like you to be asked a question for once.
You've been doing nothing but ask questions since you came in here.
Fair point. Do you know a Michael Cooper?
I don't. Sorry.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
Sorry, no.
Does the name Benjiro ring any bells?
Benjiro? Is that Japanese?
I believe so.
Sorry, I don't know anyone named Benjiro.
Do you know a guy named Jeffrey Dutta?
Sorry, I don't.
Do you know a Heather Goffstein?
No. No, I don't. Sorry.
Come on, that note on the floor, it has Heather written on it.
So, like I told you, it has no meaning to me. I don't know any Heather.
So, I heard you go to Peter Fielding's gym.
I do. Or rather, I did. After what happened to him, I just couldn't.
You mean his...
Death? Yes. So senseless.
So, can you tell me anything about Peter?
A brutal taskmaster is what he was. But I can't deny he got results.
Nope, I can't deny it either. Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Did you ever see him outside of the gym?
No. No, of course I didn't.
Is there anything else? Did you ever see...
No.
Do you know a...
No.
Come on.
So, I don't know.
Na gut, dann sind wir anscheinend hier jetzt erstmal auch fertig, oder? Ja. Wie kann ich sie retten? Ach so.
Well, Tanya, I have to get going, but I'll see you around.
Ta.
Kann ich vielleicht in der Lobby nachfragen, ob ich Zugriff auf das Apartment bekommen kann? So, Mr. Dorman.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
Did George know anyone named Heather Goffstein?
I don't believe so. Sorry.
Das Porträt von Dorman finde ich gut.
Did George know anyone named Peter?
I don't know for sure. Sorry.
Do you know anything about Tanya Corsi?
Who?
She hosted a major television show. She lived across from George.
Oh, sorry. I don't watch a lot of television. And that apartment's been vacant as long as I've worked here. So, I'm afraid I can't tell you anything.
Ja, kann ich dann vielleicht da rein? Nein? Okay, mach's gut. Was mache ich jetzt? Reden wir mit dem Peter. Ja, hast recht. Ja, das sehe ich genauso.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
So tell me about you.
I'm the guy.
Ah. Can you tell me anything else?
No.
Ja,
Well,
gehen wir dann
You got it.
zum Father. Das hier würde ich gerne angucken können. Kann ich das vielleicht? Also ich glaube nicht, dass man es umpusten kann, aber Also auch halt in Picture Frame.
Looks like that picture frame fell off the wall.
Aber ich glaube nicht, dass wir das irgendwie...
I'm not just gonna way out to the street.
Dann können wir sie anpusten.
She's sweating so much she didn't even notice.
Hm.
A TV showing some energetic broad in yoga pants.
Tja, wenn wir jetzt einen Backstein hätten, einfach hier rein.
Familiar faces. It is a relief to see you both.
We found one of the Grace Group spooks, Peter Fielding.
I see. Is he still intact?
Yeah, he tried to get me to join a gym.
I thought as much.
You thought so? What do you mean?
You know as well as I do. A spirit cannot be moved from this world until it is spiritually ready. It would appear that is also the case here.
Nicht Countess-Style, sondern Jocelyn Contis-Style. So.
But what about George and Leah?
From my understanding, they were aware of their death when they were taken.
Yeah, they were.
Then there is your answer. They were spiritually ready to leave this world, and so were vulnerable. This Fielding, was it? He is a lucky soul indeed. Until he is made aware, he cannot be taken. Not by you, or by anyone else.
So wait, this is our fault?
Whatever do you mean?
Leah, George. Just by trying to save them, we destroyed them.
I suppose. Yes, it could be seen that way. But please do not blame yourself. How could you have known?
Ignorance doesn't change anything.
Listen to me. Whatever or whoever is taking these souls, they were marked long before they died. All we can do now is move forward and save who we can.
You've been around the block a few times, so to speak. Nothing like this has ever happened to you before?
The destruction of the very essence of life? No. Such a thing is difficult to contemplate, and to witness it, even more so.
So what? We just leave the spook to rot?
Of course not. It has been known for some spirits to become aware on their own. The right face, the right moment, anything can trigger it. And if that happens to Fielding, no. Our duty is to save him, and save him we shall.
How? The usual rules have been chucked out the window. We make a move and he gets hammered, and we're not gonna let that happen, not again.
It is a dilemma for certain.
We need to think about this, plan our next move.
Of course. In fact, I might have an idea along those lines. I must confer with my host. Please excuse me.
Ja, und jetzt? Ich meine, wir sind jetzt nicht hier die Tante, die wir einfach dann rauchen schicken können.
Thank God for 24-hour coffee stands. I should have enough hot fuel to last me the rest of the night. Hey, Joey?
What's going on?
Ja, ich gehe auch gleich rein.
I always used to wonder what it would be like to go to this school. Never thought it would take this. Never thought it... If Peter's ghost is still around, maybe Heather's is too?
We should probably ask Michael about him.
Ja. Ja, okay.
He's okay? Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased, but in all other respects, yes. He is as well as can be.
This changes everything. You have no idea. You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even considered that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
Schnitt.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved. And maybe so can mine.
So, what's your plan?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen? If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George, and then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is unnecessary. As you say, only spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this Fielding is not spiritually aware, meeting him in his current state would be fruitless. We need to awaken him before I can determine anything about him.
Won't awakening these ghosts destroy him? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same manner, so it will make a perfect focus. When you awaken a spirit, use the totem to send them directly here. They will remain safely behind the circle until we can determine the next course of action.
So I'll be trapped in this circle with Peter and Heather's ghosts?
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
Yes.
Alter, das ist so absurd.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
Is there anything else you can...
No. Of all the people, I think... But George...
I need to know everything you can tell me about Heather.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What was it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust. I can't betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances, she would understand?
I'm not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen? You lose your soul?
My God, when you put it like that. Heather was a prostitute. She wanted to confess, but didn't feel right entering a church. She might have been Jewish, judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood?
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation, like I did. I don't know what her revelation was, but she wanted to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
I was a priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget. She lived by Tompkins Square Park. Here's the address.
Ja, das ist doch auch schon was.
I guess we should get going.
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right?
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know. Just stay, please, and thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
Ja, oh Mann, oh Mann, oh Mann. Das gibt ein Massaker. Wir versammeln alle Geister da und dann werden die alle zusammen zerrissen. So, gehen wir doch zuerst mal zu Heather.